Welcome to the Setup for Success show. It is your girl, Danielle Morrell, co-host of the Setup for Success show. Welcome. Okay, am I live? Welcome to the Setup for Success show. It is your girl, Danielle Morrell, co-host of the Setup for Success show and master co-coach of the Setup for Success online business consultants program. And I'm so excited to be coming to you today. Let me just make sure that I'm live in all the right places. So if you're coming on, say, hey girl, hey, don't be afraid. Let me know your name, where you're from. If you have a business, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, let me know what your business is about. If you do have one, I'd love to connect with you down in the comments. So just give me 1 second as I invite some of our friends to come and check out today's show and just making sure it's all in the right places. So again, if you're checking this out live or on the replay, I'd love to connect with you. We have a great show planned today. We're going to be talking about skill sets that successful women entrepreneurs master, okay? We're going to be talking all about the skill sets that successful women entrepreneurs master. So if you check this out, like I said, give me 1 second. I want to just make sure I'm live in all the right places. Yay, it looks like I am. Okay, I'm going to be doing the show today by myself. I don't have my co-host Tanya Watkins with me today, but we're still going to have a fabulous show. So again, today's show is all about the skill sets that successful women entrepreneurs master, okay? And I have been in business now. Let me just give you a little backstory. If you don't know my story, if this is your first time checking out the Setup for Success show, again, my name is Danielle Morrell. I have been full-time woman entrepreneur in business for over 6 years. So I definitely feel like I have reached a level of success in business, especially seeing how only 6% of all entrepreneurs break over 6 figures in their business, which is an unfortunate statistic, which we're on the mission here with the Setup for Success show to change that statistic, right? That's a very scary number to hear that only 6% of all, and that's men and women entrepreneurs, do over $100,000 in their business, right? So this is an epidemic of people starting businesses, specifically women entrepreneurs, and a disproportionate of them are not seeing the type of success in their business that allows them to do their business full time, right? And have the fun and funds. And to be honest, 6 figures is just the really, to me, is a minimum, okay? Because it takes way more than 6 figures to run a successful business and to expand, really to expand and to maintain it and to scale and sustain it. So, like I said, I do feel like I have some tips or, information to share around this, because I have been able to have a multi-6-figure business. I have been able to be in business more than 5 years, right? And I've worked with hundreds of women entrepreneurs, and I've worked with many women who also broke over 5-figure months, over 6-figure years, multiple 6-figure years, pacing to $1 million in their business, right? So these are skill sets that I have personally, seen that the women that I've seen see the success the fastest and keep it are skill sets that they possess, so, and that they continuously master in their business. So we're going to talk about that today. Let me see if anybody's on. Like I said, please say, hey girl, hey, don't be shy. And make sure you set your notifications for every Tuesday at 12:30. Eastern Standard Time for the Setup for Success show. Okay, so let's just jump in it. Then these are not in any particular order, but I do believe that this first one is one of my favorite skill sets that successful women entrepreneurs master. And the first one is resourcefulness. Okay, I can't stress this enough, that resourcefulness, the ability to create solutions with limited resources, is a skill set. And again, why is it a skill set? Because it's something that you can cultivate, okay? Again, everything that I'm going to be sharing sharing are things that I believe that women with focus and with awareness and can improve on, can, sharpen these skill sets. But some of these skill sets come more naturally to others, right, than maybe some others. But I truly believe that the women who see success in business and maintain it are women who are very resourceful. They're able to find a solution when there seems like there isn't any solutions, or they're very solution based focused, and they're able to, like, again, create solutions from limited resources. They're able to innovate. They're able to solve problems, right? They attempt different strategies to identify the best one given for the situation. Most people stop at brick walls, but resourceful women entrepreneurs, they don't give up, and they use one of the other skill sets that I'm gonna talk about right after this, which is creativeness. I think that the women entrepreneurs who see success very fast and actually can maintain success and are at the top of their game are women who are also very creative, and those kind of go hand in hand. So resourcefulness and then creativeness, but resourcefulness comes from the ability to be creative, right? And women by nature are creative beings when they tap into that, right? When they tap in and they really honor and they try to leverage try to be more creative. Again, why are women more creative by nature? I mean, we create life at the very end of it. I mean, by our physicality, we are creators, right? And so for that, it's a strength. But a lot of times there's a lot of women who don't honor that don't, again, master that skill set of trying to come up with creative solutions to be resourceful. Again, and all of these kind of, I'm hoping, go right hand in hand, because that kind of comes to my third skill set that I believe that, women who see success in business, and keep it, is an abundant mindset, right? So when you have an abundant mindset, when that's a mindset that believes in expansion, believes in possibilities, is always looking towards what's possible, are always like focused on their vision and not, what is. And there's a lot of women who focus a lot on what is right now in their reality. Okay, I see this, oh my gosh, I don't have any money, I don't have any time, and they're focused on what is. That's what it is, right? But the women who see success are able not to focus on what is in the reality. They gently observe it. They know it's there, okay, I see this, I don't have any money, maybe this, but they're able, right, to focus more on what they want it to be, what they want to happen, how it's going to feel when they, how it feels having what they want to have. They stay in that mindset, that frequency, right? And because of that they attract more of what they want and what they're feeling as if they want to, feel and have, versus what is, right? And when you have that abundant mindset, right, where you can, feel positive, feel excited, feel, everything is going to work out in your favor, you become more resourceful, right? You become more creative because you have less limiting beliefs on what is possible. Hey girls, okay, I'm seeing y'all. Isis the goddess. Okay, hello, hey girls, hey, I see y'all in here. Victoria Cross, hey girl, just tuning in. Okay, yes, I'm doing this stream by myself today. My co-host is not in the building, but everybody say, hey Tanya, we love her. She'll be back next week. We have a great show planned for next week too. We're going to have a case study with one of our Set Up for Success online business consultants. So make sure you come back next week, 12:30. Hey Farisha, did I say that wrong? I hope I said it right. I'm horrible with messing up names. So I love you, Danny. I'm so glad you ladies are on here. Let me know. Give me some love if you're picking up what I'm putting down, if you're feeling what I'm giving you, if you like these. So skill set number one, just a quick recap and we'll keep going, is resourcefulness, right? Is the ability, right, to create solutions, to be solution focused, not to, feel defeated, not to feel like, oh, okay, I can't do that, but, or, oh, I can do that, I'm going to figure it out. The ability, right, to be creative, to be able to leverage new ideas, be innovative, right, to, again, have an abundant mindset where you feel limitless, where you feel like universe, God has your back, and that, right? So when you have those, it all kind of, you become more creative and resourceful. Okay. The next skill set that and this one's another one of my favorites. Okay. This one's another one of my favorite skill sets. And it's a skill set that's actually served me very well. All of these have, is reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is the ability to work backwards. And too often I see women entrepreneurs who don't know how to reverse engineer where they're trying to go. Therefore, they aren't resourceful, they're not creative, right? And then they're not able to work from the end first. So reverse engineering is to start with the end in mind and work backwards. Okay. So I always teach, we in the SOBC program, we teach this, we teach our private clients this, especially when it comes to your income, right? This is an easy example of how we use reverse engineering. But we always tell our clients, like, if you want to make 10,000, first of all, know how much money you want to generate per month. I mean, I can't tell you how many women we speak to who don't even know how much money they want to make per month. I don't know, 4 or 5. Like, no, what's the number you need to be at the very minimum to be operating in your business full-time comfortably, where you can do it, right? What is that number? Then reverse engineer backwards. Well, how many clients can you realistically sell, market, attract, support? All of those things with the time availability, the awareness, the advertising, the activity that you're doing, right? So get clear of that. Okay, so I want to make $10,000. I can realistically sign maybe 5 new clients this month based on what I have. Okay, well then 10,000 divided by 5, then you need to have an offer that's $2,000. So that's teaching you reverse engineering versus saying, okay, I want to make $10,000 this month. Okay, I think I'll sell something for $400, and then realizing that you need 30 clients at $400 to make $10,000, right? If you had reverse engineered, you would have came up with a price in alignment that would have been much more easier, right, to get to where you're trying to go faster, right? So a lot of times we see women, and these are the ones who get stuck the most, are the ones who work their business frontwards, where they're like, okay, I want to start a business. I think I'll do t-shirts. Okay, I think I'll charge $25. Okay, I think I'll, and then they get into the process and they realize 3 years later that the reason why they're never hitting $10,000 months is because they have to sell 1,000 t-shirts every month. Okay, so that's just an example of reverse engineering, but successful women know how to work their dreams and their goals and their metrics and their milestones backwards so that it makes sense, right? They can work the success backwards. They're starting from the end in mind first, not working frontwards, because when you work frontwards, you really don't know, you haven't played the scenario, the game out in your head. Does that make sense? Okay, somebody let me know if you're hearing. Somebody, if one of you ladies could write down these in the comments, I love it. I'd love if I could have some girls put that. So we said resourcefulness, creativeness, abundant mindset, reverse engineering. The next one is energy. Energy. This is a skill set too, right? Is mastering your energy, right? It's a skill set to be aware of where your energy is in your life and in your business, right? Everything is energy. Money is energy. Success is energy, right? It's, you are what you attract, right? So successful women understand how energy plays in their business, in their life, right? It's all about energy. Two women could be doing the exact same thing, but if one woman's energy is, I think this will work, I'm not sure, yeah, I'm just doing the motions, so my coach told me to do this, I'm overwhelmed. And the woman who comes and does the same thing, but she's coming like with that abundant mindset and, everything is possible. And I'm excited, right? Because people gather where there's excitement. Money gathers where there's energy, positive excitement, right? Money wants to go where money is celebrated and excited, right? It's all energy, right? So the woman who approaches it with a higher vibration and energy is going to have more, she's going to have more results. She's going to have more engagement. She's actually going to reduce the resistance, right? That's what it happens when you have higher energy and a high frequency, right? And you're at a high vibration energetically at what you're doing, right? you are going to have a path of least resistance, because things will flow to you either faster, because energy is attracted to like energy, right? Law of attraction, right? It starts there. So successful women know how to master their energy. They know how to reserve their energy and put it in the right things. They also know how to balance the feminine energy with the masculine energy, right? They know how to be feminine and so they can have flow and grace. They know how to master the masculine so they can have some systems and structure. All right. Yes. Thank you, Farisha. Please tell me, Farshaya. Put how the pronunciation, because I want to get this right. If you haven't, if somebody gives you a nickname, let me know that too, because you were lighting me up down here, and I love you, girl, for that. Girl, I love you, Miss Felix. Okay. So the next one is confidence, okay? So the next skill set that successful women master is confidence. It takes confidence to live stream, y'all, okay? It takes confidence to show up in your business every day and speak your message to serve your people, right? It takes confidence to believe in what you're doing, right? And that goes back to energy, right? When you have more confidence in who you are, right? And that comes from self-mastery. The more self-mastered you are, the more confident you are. The more confident you are, the higher your energy is, right? Because you feel in alignment to where you need to be, all right? And so when you're more confident and you have higher energy, right? People like people who have high confidence, because so many people don't have high confidence. You automatically going to be more attractive when you have positive confidence, okay? And there is a such thing as negative confidence, you know what I mean? But having positive confidence that elevates and rises and gives other people permission to be more confident is attractive, right? Farshia. I thank you so much. I love you, girl. And look, I be messing up my kid's name, okay? So don't take it personal. I be calling them all kind of stuff. They be answering three different. My kid's name's Eli. I be calling him Elijah, okay? Okay. So let's see this. So confidence. The next skill set that they master is communication. Okay, communication, right? Successful women know that if you want to be successful, you have to be able to communicate your vision. You've got to be able to communicate shared buy-in, shared movement, right, into your business and what you're doing, right? Every business is about sales, it's about connections, it's about relationships, it's about providing goods and services, right? And being able to communicate that to your target audience, to your ideal audience. Being able to communicate with your partner, being, to let him buy in your spouse. Let me tell you something, ladies. The first two people you've got to be able to sell if you want to be successful in business is one, yourself, right? You got to sell yourself that what you're doing is what you need to be doing and the right thing, and that this is the thing. You got to sell yourself, right? And if you're married or you have a partner, the second person you got to sell is your husband or your spouse, right? You got to be able to sell them on your dream and the buy-in, right? Or you're going to feel a lot of resistance, a lot of pushback, and a lot of resentment, all right? But you've got to be able to communicate, right? Masterfully, right? And I won't say masterfully because it's a work in progress. I think the best successful women entrepreneurs are always aware of how they can better communicate, how important language is in their message and communicating, right? To grow, to get other people to want to, and he actually goes to this next skill set, which is perfect, which I'm so glad I did put this one next, is leadership, right? So I think another skill set that successful women master is leadership, okay? And again, that goes hand in hand with communication. But the biggest leadership that a woman entrepreneur, the biggest leader she has to be able to be a leader to is to herself. So leadership really in this, when I first put it down, is not just necessarily leadership and leading others, because that's when you grow as a big, business and public figure. Yes, leadership to others for sure, in your community, your buyers, your customers, but really being able to lead yourself. That's a skill set, to be able to lead yourself. You can't lead others. You can't lead yourself, but it's very hard to be successful in business if you're not a good leader to yourself, meaning that you hold the integrity, right? That you're going to do what you say you're going to do, right? That you're going to show up the way you say you're going to show up. You're going to do things in the spirit of excellence, right? So that it's contagious, right? Right? So Hey girls, okay, I got some Hey, y'all shout out these SOBCs in the house. We got SOBC Jasmine, SOBC Cherise. These are official SOBCs who've taken the Set Up for Success online business consult program. If you'd like to know more about it, there's links up above, right? So make sure y'all say hi to those SOBCs for them coming on here. So leadership, but leading yourself, right? Leading yourself. Okay, ask yourself, are you a good leader to yourself? Are you follow through on what you say? Can you trust yourself? One of the things that I find that a lot of women do not see the success they want to see in their business is because they ultimately do not trust themselves. Okay, because they haven't been a good leader to themselves. What do I mean? They've started businesses and haven't followed through. They've had to-do lists that they haven't done, right? They have dreams that they haven't even pursued yet, right? Or they've done things and quit, right? Or they didn't make good decisions, right? I'm here to teach women how to make better decisions. We have to start making better decisions because I ultimately feel like it does this. It causes distress, right? And you begin to not trust yourself, right? That you're going to be able to figure it out. That I find that successful women and entrepreneurs are those who can trust themselves. Like, I trust myself. I've made investments and they've worked out. I've set out on a goal and I've seen it through. I know that I've made things happen by the power of my tongue. I can trust myself to invest in myself because I know that, I'm going to figure it out. I'm resourceful. I'm one of those people who will always figure it out. You know what I mean? So, but there's a lot of women who can't say that for themselves because they have a history of bad decisions. And therefore, that's why they don't trust themselves to lead. Right. And that becomes difficult, right? Because you start to get discouraged on your own self. So I got two more and then I'm wrapping up. Anybody have any questions? Anything you want to add? Does anybody have any skill sets that successful women in business master that they want to add? I got two more. The next skill set is strategy, and this is a skill set, the ability to be able to be a good strategizer. And this kind of goes back to everything we talked about, being aware of your mindset, being aware of your energy, being aware, are you being resourceful? Are you putting an emphasis on, am I being my most creative self? Putting an awareness and an intentionality on being very strategic. Again, this goes back to helping you make good decisions because we do have a problem of women making a lot of history of bad decisions, and it shows up in their business because they can't make any moves. They don't want to make any moves because they don't trust, because their strategy or their lack of thereof is got them all over the place. It's got their mindset limited. It's got their these go all together, right? All right. Their confidence, right? So strategy, successful women, they pay for strategy. That's why successful women are always investing in a business coach. I've invested over $30,000 in business coaching. Tanya, our master co-coach and co-host, has done over $100,000. That girl is a master investor and it pays off. Every woman who takes the Set Up for Success online, they've invested in strategy because they understand that it's far more makes more sense to buy somebody else's strategy that's working than to spend 10 years out here trying to develop your own. And even if you are, which we do come up with our own strategies now, but that's because we've invested in so many strategies. We know what strategy looks like, what good strategy looks like. And successful women entrepreneurs are not scared of investing in strategy. They rather do that than to spend 5 years out here trying to figure it out, because that's what leads to lack of confidence and lack of trust in your own self. And the last one is connection. I think that is successful women entrepreneurs really try to master the skill set of connecting, right? Revenues in the relationships, right? Being able to connect with people. Again, having that confidence, having good communication, right? Being a good leader, being creative, having the mindset, right? But being able to make connections with people, right? Because again, it's in connections, right, that the currency lives. It's in the relationships that y'all better put my quotes down here. Who said it? The currency is in the what? The connections. The revenues in the what? The relationships. Those are quotes. But most importantly, you know what I mean? Connection, being able to be a connector, to connect with the right people to help you grow, scale, sell, whatever you're trying to do in your business, right? And being able to identify key people to connect with the right people. You know, a lot of women entrepreneurs are connecting with broke people, the wrong people, any people, all people, but not the right people, not the people for them, you know, and not staying in connection with people that are going to help them grow. But smart women entrepreneurs know that community and connection, which is why this Set Up for Success online business consulting program is bomb if you want a connection, because our girls, I'm telling you, we're building a dynasty, okay? A dynasty. And you do not want to blink and they be like, you weren't on the founding level, because the founding level is really, it's elite right now. That's all I'll say. So if you want to know more about the Setup for Success online business consultant program, visit setupforsuccess.biz. You can learn all about the program and enroll. 2-part payment plan. If you want to join the interest group to learn more, you can do that as well by clicking the link above, and that group is free. So I just shared with you my skill sets that successful women entrepreneurs master, and I really enjoyed this. Have y'all enjoyed this live? We've been live up in here. I have to say that y'all really came through with the energy, with the love, with the thank you so much. Connecting, girl. I'm gonna be hitting you up, Miss Felix, after this, because I am loving your energy. Yes, Sharice, you are a founder. A founder. We got Jasmine. Jasmine's full time. Almost every SOBC is full time in our business. The case study that we're bringing you next Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Set your calendars every Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have Nika Dane on, and she's going full-time in her SOBC business next Monday. So we'll be bringing her on the day after she left behind the hairstylist chair to become an online business consultant. She's already signed on and enrolled multiple clients through the program. So this is going to be exciting. Oh, that's awesome, Talisa. Your son's name is Eli? Yeah, so my son's name is Eli, but I wish I had named him Elijah because I really like Elijah. And now when I'm mad at him, I just call him Elijah. That's his, you know how people, so I gave him a full name as a nickname. So, and he's like, my name's not Elijah, but I'm like, that's what I call you when I'm mad, just so I can use it, because why didn't I name him Elijah? But my son's just name is Eli too, so that's so awesome. I am really loving all you girls on here. Thank you, Danny. Y'all like this? Was this hype? Yes. Okay, that's right. Farshia, girl, be here next Tuesday. We gonna become besties over this time. I can feel it. Okay, and down in these comments. All right. Alrighty, girls. Well, it has been a pleasure. Like I said, you know where to find us. We're here every Tuesday. And until next time, much love, much peace, and prosperity.